So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Are you ready? Are you upbeat? Are you positive? Are you excited to be here? If so, welcome. And if not, hang on, because I'm thinking here in about 9 minutes, you're going to feel a little bit different than you started, because that's what we do. We're going to give you a couple of clicks, some moments of realization about how to use natural law to be your best. Rules, laws, things like that, right? But listen, things just are the way they are. It is what it is. If you tap into that, you can do really cool things, and it's easier for you. That's today's show. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. We stand up, we take a step, we repeat, we keep going until we get exactly what we want, and we figure out how to do it along the way. When you're stuck, we just figure it out. That's it. And if you can do that, you'll be awesome. Oh, by the way, folks have said, Scott, you say this is based on Scott logic. What does that mean? Well, it's the immense God-given gift called Scott logic that one day it appeared because I was standing amongst groups of people. And they were talking about stuff, and I said, because I had a funny look on my face, well, that doesn't make any sense. And I thought that was going to be the end of it. And then somebody in the group said, well, what does make sense? And I gave them my answer, and they all went, oh, you're right. That does make sense. An interesting perspective, how to look at things. That's what you'll get today. I promise it'll come every single day, and I will twist you around a little bit in the next few minutes. Grateful to have you here. My name is Scott Smith, founder and chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Working on the screechy voice. Been pretty bad for about a week.
Plan B is a backup birth control option that's there for you when things don't go according to plan. It specifically works after unprotected sex and before pregnancy occurs by temporarily delaying ovulation. Plan B is available nationwide at all major retailers and through delivery apps like DoorDash. No ID, prescription, or age requirement. It's the #1 OBGYN recommended brand of emergency contraception, and it won't impact your future fertility. That's freedom to be. Use as directed.
Today, what's on my mind is goofing off. I like to goof off. I've always been a guy that liked to goof off. What are you doing, Scott? Goofing off. What's that mean? Nothing. I always like time to chill, time to relax, time to goof off. But then again, I had to listen to other people said, get up, take action, massive action, go for it. You need to get moving all day, 24/7. Go, 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 go. I'm like, I just want to sit here and do nothing. And then one day, sitting there and doing nothing, I realized that I was inspired to do something. You ever had that moment where you're like, you take some chill time, and there's this moment in time when you're just tired or you're worn out or whatever it happens to be. We all go through this. And if you take the time to actually relax, eventually you're like, okay, I'm starting to feel like doing something here. Starting to feel like getting active. Lots of times it's fun stuff. Lots of times it's big projects you've had in mind for a long time, but you're tired. To me, that's just very natural within me. And so I began to pay attention to that. I also began to pay attention to the natural laws, if you will. Now, I'm not going to go real woo-woo today. That is not my job. It's not my gig, although I spend a lot of time with it. I got a unicorn in the backyard and a rainbow over the lake behind my house. It's awesome. But the reality is, I'm a more practical, tactical guy that believes we should all ride a unicorn. So we're not going to go too deep on that today, too woo-woo on you, but a little bit of limited woo-woo interruption, if you will, on natural law. Now, what is natural law? It's the universe, Scott. Listen to the universe. It's speaking to you. Listen, unless you're Mike Dooley and you're sending me a note from the universe, it's not. And I met Mike. He's a pretty universal guy. Yeah, it's the universe. That's cool. Natural law. What is natural? I don't like laws, Scott. I don't like rules. Don't tell me what to do. I am listening to personal development. I'm listening to your show today because you talk about, making change fun, doing the things that you love to do, continuing to move forward in the life that you want to do, to grow, live your purpose, all that kind of stuff. What the heck does that have to do with the rule and law? Rule and law is what got me in trouble to begin with. No, I'm a lawbreaker. Yeah, but that doesn't negate the fact that some things just are what they are. It doesn't negate the fact that it is what it is, as we say here in the South. If you're south of Gainesville, Florida, we can say it is what it is. It's just how things roll. I have a running joke when people say, what do you know about the universe? I say, well, all I really need to do is this. Every single morning I get out of bed and I look out over east from my house, and about 2 miles away is the Atlantic Ocean here in Port Orange, Daytona Beach, Florida. And the sun rises every single day, and I have no idea why. Oh, yeah, I know things spin around, rotate, all that kind of stuff, but really, how does it happen? And then at the end of the day, on the other side of my house, it goes away. And you know what? It happens every single day. My entire life, it happens every single day. The sun rises, the sun sets. I have no idea how that works. It's just a natural thing that happens, and when it doesn't, well, we've got different issues, don't we? So your personal growth journey is about, I think, having some fun. It can be a lot of work. You can take it really seriously. By the way, come here, come real close here. Some of y'all are taking this personal development thingy a little bit too seriously. We need to work on your sense of humor. If I have too much fun, you get mad at me. And I like to have fun. Don't take it so seriously. Enjoy the ride. Thought that was supposed to be about, right? So how about a couple natural laws? Now that we've got you tuned up to this, about things you should pay attention to and listen to. Number one is one you hear about all the time, the law of vibration. Mm-hmm. It's a big one. It states, basically, thoughts are things. A very powerful and potent form of energy. So pay attention to your thoughts. What you think about is what you get about. So it comes your way. What does that mean? Oh, I need to stop doing this. Well, you're thinking about that. So you're going to do more of it. Like they say, when a child is coming across a white carpet with a red glass of Kool-Aid, don't say, stop, because they'll stop and drop it. Say, come on, okay, come on over here. Carry it to daddy, carry it to mommy. Yeah. Thoughts are things. So ponder this after the show today. Where are your thoughts? Are they grateful? Are they upbeat? Are they future focused? Or are you just kind of grinding out the problems of the day, wondering when you get done with the problems of the day? Well, as long as you're thinking about the problems of the day, you're just going to get more. Law of vibration, thoughts are things. So next, the law of polarity. Well, this is one that sometimes I honestly, I find ways to be really grateful using the law of polarity. People say, how do you do that all the time? Well, I do it because I just expect that nothing can exist without the opposite. So there's love, there's hate, there's hot, there's cold, there's yin, there's yang, right? Everything has a different form. It's an opposite. And I just embrace that. So how does that make me more grateful sometimes? Well, when things aren't going my way, I just know yin and yang, law of polarity. I'm just on this side of it. Okay, cool. It's the same damn thing. So I immediately flip around to that. So I think about that all day, every day. When I get a bad phone call or something going wrong, I'm thinking, okay, just the other side of whatever good is. I get a good phone call, I say, hang on, the bad's coming. Doesn't matter. It's just how it is. The law of rhythm states that life is a pendulum. What swings left must swing right. I'm thinking, okay, we've seen that in politics lately, haven't we? Eventually it swings back to the middle a little bit. Your life is the same way. What swings good will eventually swing bad, and bad to good. You know that. You don't want the storm, but the storm's going to come and the storm's going to pass. That's what happens, and the sun's going to shine. It's just how it is. Can you see how if you just accept it that way, how it doesn't really matter what comes your way, because most of what comes your way are people that are coming your way, and the people that are coming your way are on a different part of the path that you are on. You may have learned a long time ago to go with the flow, yet somebody who's 22 years younger than you has still hadn't figured that out yet. So they're not going with the flow, they're fighting it, and they're letting it come out of them to you. Got to swing. And finally, every little effect that happens to you had a cause, right? So every effect must have a cause, and every cause must have an effect. That's the law of cause and effect. Everything is perpetual and never ending. Whatever you think of today was caused by something. Whatever you did today caused something else. It affected something else. That's all there is to it. So that's why it's so darn important to think about what you're doing. A, what are you responding to? You know, what effect is coming here and causing you to respond in a certain way? And what are you creating? What ripple are you putting out there? And yes, it's possible somebody else to cause an effect that comes to you. It's also possible for you to create something that goes out and affects other people. There are a lot of these natural laws. I think somebody told me one time about 1,200 of them. It's never been a interest of mine enough to go that deep, because my interest is pretty much, okay, some things are what they are. It is what it is. Let's figure what those things out and go with the flow. That's what's called Scott logic. But if you want to go deeper, there's a lot more you could do there. The reality is this: when you use natural law, you can be your best, and it's easier than ever before with very little resistance involved. And isn't that what most people want? Hey, this is a journey, guys. It is. And until the day you die, you're going to have different perspective about life as you go along. But every single day, till the day you die, it's going to be a little bit of a journey. And that's how it's supposed to be. And it's going to have its ups and downs. So we just learn to manage that. And along the way, get happier and happier and get more focused on what we want to be doing ourselves and make that happen. That's what we'll do. Hey, tomorrow, one of my favorite things, a lot of folks, you need to hear this, in this day and age of automated to-do lists. I have a different way of thinking about it. If you've been with me for a long time, you'll know what I'm going to say. I learned it from flying airplanes. I'm using it more and more today than ever before. As I want to tell you about a different to-do list tomorrow and a whole bunch of other cool stuff this week as we head into the Memorial Day weekend. I figured let's work you hard, right, before I let you release for the weekend. Why not? You deserved a good break. Recess. See you tomorrow.